Okay, here we go. I have a S6 I'll be placing a battery on it. See, it's quite simple. Just remove the back and put a new battery on it. For this, what I need is thin plastic sheet, a screwdriver and a blade, and I might need some of these as well. And I need a source of heat as well. So what I do is, let me take this away. I hit this back glass and pry it open with this. When I squeeze this, I'll be needing some of these isopropyl alcohol as well. So let's start. Let me heat this up. Okay, it's quite hot now. Then from the battery side, I will slide in the razor blade and add some isopropyl alcohol to it. Then using a plastic sheet, what I do is I just squeeze it in so that it goes in the alcohol. Is just to make it non-sticky because it tends to stick to the glue. Yeah, this is about to remove the color on it. So as the phone gets old, the color tends to come off easily, so be careful with that. Let me heat it up again. So what happens is, I'm in the shop alone, so just to do half an hour job, it takes me about 2 hours to do, which is quite irritating sometimes, but it's alright. So let's do this again. Just got to be careful, sometimes they have the antenna up there, so while removing this, it pulls off the antenna as well. So yeah, once it's both the edges are in, what I do is I try to push this in slowly, and then from this side I can just cut it open. I need to be careful not to break the glass. It just breaks off so easily. As I go deeper, I can push this in. So now it's gone in pretty deep. What I can do is look for the wireless charging and squeeze this in there. Now I can just warm it up and it'll come off easily, or I can just cut it open using my plastic. Maybe I'll just warm it up a little bit and it will come off. So while warming it up, just pull it out very slowly. Okay, it is out now. So what it told me was the battery finishes in about 2 hours. I don't recommend changing the battery if it lasts for like more than 5-6 hours. Now since it finishes in 2 hours, I'll be changing it. Just remove this. This doesn't have a memory card, so it just has a SIM card. Let's see if I can turn it off. It's got password on. Okay, it's alright. So now just remove all the screws. So I'll fast forward. Okay, once all the screws are out, separate this, the wireless charging bit, and don't pull this too hard because if we break this, it's going to be a headache again. So once the screws are out, it's just to push it out from the battery side. Just push it out and use a little force to do this. It just pops up. Sometimes it just sticks there. This is the battery which I will be replacing. What I do then is remove the battery first, then the LCD, the camera, the front facing camera, the earpiece. Once everything is out, I can remove this as well, and the home button flex. I can just pull it out and pull it out using my prime tool. There is a connector, that's a big connector down here, so unclip that as well. To remove this, we can either pry it open like this, or what I normally do is I put some alcohol and use the plastic tape again to loosen off the glue, and it's quite easy to remove then. Once one side is out, now I can just remove it like this. The LCD in there is quite fragile, so we have to be very careful while doing that. Then remove the remaining glue. Then put the new battery in and test if it's working or not. Well, we'll see. Let's connect the charging flex. This is quite tricky to put in. If I wasn't doing it in front of the camera, it would be a lot easier. But since I'm doing on camera, it's quite difficult for me to put this on. So it's in. And this flex out of the way. And then let's connect the LCD. Let's move this all out of the way. Okay, this is all in. Let's connect few the flexes, the LCD and the charging flex. Let's just connect this as well. It's not compulsory, but just to test it. It doesn't want to go in. Let's see if it's got any charge in it. Okay. these two clips, they act as a power button. So if I just touch these two pins for a while, turn on, and it's charging. So this is all good. These two are the pins that act as a power button. So like these two here. The purpose of turning it on before assembling it is to check if the battery is okay or not, check if LCD everything is working fine. So now to put the battery in, I just use a double-sided tape. Let's put it there and cut off the edges. Do it to both sides. So yeah, both side is in. And just put here as well, so that you don't have to worry about it. Maybe just put here as well. So then remove the outside layer of the double-sided tape, and then I can put the battery back in. Once this is done, I can put in the motherboard back in. Let's clip this first. Okay, it's clipped in. Once I know it's in place, I can clip all the flexes back in, the antenna, back the antenna as well. Just put the camera back in and clip it. LCD flex as well. Be careful with the connectors, and they are too tiny and they will break if not put in properly. So everything is in. Now I can just, this side goes in first, the charging port side goes in first. It goes in, I can just push the top bit as well and screw all of them. Let me fast forward this. This way. I can just cut the edges now. Just remove this bit. And remove this as well. Now I can remove the back side of the double-sided tape, every one of them. Okay, it's out. Then I can add some of these D7000 on it, just for precautions. It's not compulsory. This is all done. Now it's just a matter of putting it back, and it's good to go. What I can do now is clean the edges off using a cloth. Just clean it off. So it's best to clean it off when it's not dried, because once it dries it will be difficult to remove the glue. Then I can just use some rubber band to hold it to its place. This is all done. Thank you very much for your time watching this video. I hope it helps somebody. I know there are loads of videos out there. Not every video is the same thing. Not every problem is the same problem. They'll have different solutions. So yeah, I hope this helped you. And yeah, stay tuned to watch some of these videos, and don't forget to hit a subscribe button, so that when I post new videos you'll get an update on it. And have a good day. Thank you very much. All done.